Hi, I'm your host and medium, Angela McClellan. I'm here every weekday expanding on the daily card pull from my Facebook and Instagram, bringing you here on Divinely Connected more insight and divine guidance. Thank you for welcoming me into your day. This is your daily deep dive. Hi, it's Angela, and I am here with your daily deep dive for Tuesday, June 18th. All right, today's message. This life is a journey, a page in your eternal experience. With this physical life, we transcend time and space. Yet the lessons we learn in this lifetime will last us an eternity. Your soul continues to expand. Your family is key in this lifetime to help you expand in the ways that you have chosen. As a soul, there is a lot of intention set when coming into this life experience. The goal is always to live and learn. The challenges are essential, and those closest to you challenge you the most. Therefore, they are your greatest teachers. Take a step back out of ego and look for the soul lessons. It will help you see what it is that you need to learn and help you heal what it is that you need to heal. All right, let's get into this. Okay. So, life is a journey. It is. And this lifetime, this physical lifetime that feels, very long, is only a page in your eternal story. As a soul, we live hundreds of lifetimes. And it almost breaks your brain if you try to understand that because this physical life has so many limitations. Okay. But the truth is that we come in here, we have soul contracts. We choose that family, believe it or not. Family, we know can be a hot topic and we know that it is um, you know, can be very complicated and difficult for some. That being said, it is on purpose. For as crazy as that sounds, that our souls got together in the spirit realm and was like, you know what? We're going to go do this, and this is what's going to happen. And then you're going to do this, or I'm going to depart, and then I'm going to leave you, or I'm going to cheat, or whatever it is. And that's going to then give you the opportunity to learn this, and this, right? So then we come in here and we are like, WTF? Who chose this? I don't want to be living this. This is insane. Right? And so there is and I get it because if you have ever seen me, I always say there's like medium Ange and then there's like mom Ange, right? And it's hard sometimes to have them both existing in the same space because as a medium, I know this to be true. I have no doubt, right, in how tragic our departures are and the losses that we go through leave such impact. But as a medium, I know that that life, as short as it was, as unfair as it was, as traumatic and tragic the passing was exactly as it should be, right? As a medium, I know that to be true. But it is not uncommon for me to go and sit into a session and then go in and just like scoop up my babies and just can't even fathom what people go through and what their experiences are and how difficult their grief is, right? And so it's really hard to be in that alignment with the soul's truth when you're so integrated into this physical experience with all of these overwhelming emotions. Right? And so there is this feeling of the emotions are on purpose. The experience is to allow you to expand in ways that you couldn't if you didn't go through this experience. And as a medium and as a spiritual person, I know that to be true. I also know the other side of it as well because we are not just any single one thing. We are so complex and we are so layered, right? And so allow yourself to have the beliefs and still have the struggles. I think that is important. Be able to understand that everything is for life lessons and that even though these experiences are not maybe what we want to be going through, they are what is necessary for us to learn in this life. As a soul, there's a lot of intention coming into this life, which means that we intentionally create it, who's in our experience, and what we're going through, and that it is to learn through experiencing this vast amount of emotions that we have. And that family dynamics can be challenging, and the ones who are closest to us is who challenge us the most. And no matter where you are on that spectrum, it's very important that we do allow that. They are our greatest teachers, right? And so being able to take a step back out of ego. And what I mean by that is they're doing this to me on purpose, or I'm being punished, or I'm cursed, or I shouldn't be experiencing this in the first place, right? These, although probably reflective of how you truly feel, are also distracting you from the lessons that actually need to be learned. And that's what is important and to take away from this experience, because there is this feeling of, okay, if we can step back out of the hurt and how we're taking this so personally, and think of, what is my soul meant to learn from this? Boundaries, how to stand up for yourself, how to love yourself, how to ask for help, how to walk away, how to know your worth, how to accept the unacceptable, how to heal, whatever it is. There's lessons. There's always lessons. Okay. And being able to step back out of it. And how do we do that, Ange? How do you step out of ego? Ego is that mental voice in your head, right? That likes to be jealous, that likes to compare, that likes to naysay, fill you with doubt and fear. Your soul is the entity behind that voice that's witnessing that voice. It's not the creator of the voice. You're witnessing it. And so you're able to step back out of it. Another thing that I like to do to trick my brain is go, if this was happening to someone else, right? Let's not make it personal. Let's take the personal part out of it. If this was my bestie going through this, if this was someone else, how would I feel? You would see the solution so much freaking faster, right? You'll be able to find the solution. You'll be able to disconnect from the emotions that are triggered by it. And it'll be a lot easier to see the truth and see the lessons and see the next step. Okay. And so give that a shot. That's maybe something that's going to be able to help you moving forward, where you're able to just step back, and then you're going to be able to see what needs to be learned and what needs to be healed. And that is what allows you to go to that next step, right? That next, and you have to think of it, and I always say, which I think is just so cute. I actually do think it's very cute. But spirit will only communicate with me in my own frame of reference. And oftentimes when they're showing me like learning the lessons or ascending into a life experience, a completion of a life experience into the next life experience, they will show me Super Mario Brothers. Like the ones that we grew up with, where you have all these different stages within one world, and then you beat Bowser and you go into the next world. And that's almost what it is. So every little challenge, every little thing that you learn and that you heal is kind of a completing a challenge. And then as a whole, you will then level up into another world. And so that is kind of when I see that, if I'm doing readings, if I see that, I'm like, ooh, they're completing like a whole life chapter right now, and they're going to be moving into the next thing. And so you have to kind of go, okay, if I want to complete this world, if I want to kind of get out of this funk, or if I want to hit that goal, what are the lessons here? What are the challenges that are presenting itself? What is it triggering out of my ego? Because being able to override your ego is also a major life lesson that we learn in a very layered way in this lifetime. All right, I'm going to leave that with you. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for tomorrow's daily deep dive.